Hello and welcome. This is the January 2016. Here we are. Can't believe time flew by, and here we are in this now present moment. So take a nice deep cleansing breath, breathing in all that is perfect and new for you in this now moment, and be open to receive the messages as they come to you. I'm working with Doreen Virtue's Ascended Master deck. And so just be in a state of receivership as we share these messages. The first message that's coming through is from Thoth. And Thoth is an Egyptian god that you may be aware of. And he was all about writing. So they're talking about taking the time and writing. And let me share the message with you, and then I'll talk a little bit about it. I'll show you the picture, as I always do. This message is a concrete reminder to write. You've been receiving lots of signs and messages, and they'd like you to write these down. Because what it does is it leads you to a place of taking action. So get out a pad of paper and computer, if you prefer computer, but I prefer writing, using the energy of the tree. And don't worry about punctuality or grammar. It's more about getting the energy of what's going on. I personally enjoy doing it first thing in the morning, and we're fresh, and so we're open to receive those messages. And when you're fresh, first thing you wake up before you even begin your day, just jot down whatever messages came through in your dream time. As I mentioned, we get a lot of very important messages then, so we have that awareness as we write that down. So start there. And then also connect with yourself, your higher self, and see what you want to share. Whatever your feelings are, whatever your thoughts are, put it down on paper, and it brings it to the forefront for you. Very often we're great at hiding things from ourselves, aren't we? And yet it's interesting, the whole mirror work, we can see it with other people rather than with ourselves. So writing is a wonderful opportunity to think about and write down your feelings, your expressions, so that you can have a clear awareness of different things that are going on in your life. Perhaps it's a pattern going on, and this will offer you that awareness. So thank you so much, Thoth. We appreciate it, the Egyptian god. And the second message is about listening. Taking the time to listen. Here we are in January. It's a beautiful, quiet time. It's a serene time. The holidays are behind us. And very often people don't believe that they're receiving messages and guidance. And yet if we take that time to listen, you'll see all of the beautiful messages that you actually are receiving. And I thought this was perfect, and it always is, because it works with taking the time to write. So here we are. It's the messages. And the message is from Maharishi. So I'll let you look at the energy of the card as I share the message. You can hear divine guidance best by quieting yourself and listening. Shut out noisy stimulation like telephones and television, and relax in a quiet place. Right now, just close your eyes, center on your breath. You don't have to, quote, try to make anything happen. Just listen to your own thoughts and breathe. Breathe in love and breathe out light. Now, take this moment and you can mentally ask yourself a question. Something that you've been wondering about or you'd like guidance about. Take this time right now and ask yourself whatever that question may be. Following your breath, you're not making anything happen, it just comes to you naturally. Good. And sometimes it comes through in this moment, and sometimes it comes through in a later time. But we need to offer ourselves that peaceful, quiet time. Beautiful. So thank you so much for that message. And that goes, as I said, it goes beautifully with the other one. And then the third message is from Isis. That's the, Isis is the feminine energy. Look at that. Look at the picture as I share that message for you. And Isis is talking about balance, balance your career and your love life. And this is a reminder for you to keep a balance in your life. You can do this more easily than you can imagine. You already know which aspect of your life is lopsided. And you may be feeling symptoms of maybe burnout from imbalance. Now you can rapidly shift your energy in a positive way by devoting time each day to your priorities. So right now, take a nice deep cleansing breath. And see what area in your life is out of balance. It's whatever came through from your heart space, your sacred heart. That's where we always connect with the wisdom within us. And see what area is out of balance. Usually that's pretty quick, what we know. Now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to connect with Isis. And you're going to ask Isis, please help give me the time and the focus to prioritize. And you're also going to, I'm having Thoth come back. You're going to work with Thoth and write down the information as it comes to you. So there are three things. There's a first priority. Let that come into your being. Follow your breath. And you can get pen and paper and write that down. Now there's a second priority that you have. Let that come into your being and write that down. And now there's a third priority for you. Breathe that in. Breathe in love and light. And exhale harmony and balance. Good. So now see how simple it is when we just take a moment and we don't let distractions come into our sphere and we focus on, it's very simple. And typically what happens is our first priority is ourselves. And very often what happens during the holiday season especially, we tend to put everybody else's needs ahead of our own. We have to do additional shopping, we have to do additional cooking that we wouldn't normally necessarily do. Decorating, things of that nature. Now it's the time to put yourself back in priority. Which is really what we always want to do. It's just sometimes during that holiday season, it goes a little askew. So here we are in this moment. Following your breath. Your breath is your gift of life. Whenever you get stressed, just follow that breath again. Breathing in love and exhaling light. And breathing in light and exhaling love. Good. So there was another message that came through, and it's about creating, quote, a God box. And I don't know if you're familiar, but in Reiki, what we do is we always have, it's called a distant healing box. And what we do, it's a box that we bring into the center of our circle. And what we do is we have intentions that we put in this God box. So it may be for healings for ourselves, or it could be for our loved ones. So we'll put the name, perhaps the age or the sex. And if it's a mental challenge or a spiritual challenge or a physical challenge, we'll write that down. We don't ask how we want it to be handled. We're just offering it up to God and the angels, the heavenly realm, to work with us, to assist us. We actually hand it over. So this is kind of coming through to work with your God box. Create a God box. It's a simple, it could be a pretty little box. It could be $5 or $10. You buy it at a little store. I have one. I love it. And I'll just put in intentions for myself and for my loved ones. And then what you're doing, you're offering that up. You're surrendering it to God and the angels to take care of in the best way possible. We couldn't even begin to imagine how it could be handled. So we let that go to God and the angels. And as you do that, you feel this beautiful release and surrender, right? There's no need for us to control a situation. We just allow the universe and God and the highest good for that individual to take care of. And you know what? Sometimes when there are, quote, problems and challenges, those are wonderful learning opportunities. And if we didn't go through those challenges, we wouldn't be where we are today. So it's always nice to look at everything with that from a place of observation, from that place of unity consciousness, from the God space within your sacred heart, and to know that it's for your highest good, and to take that time of introspection. Beautiful. So thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to 2016. It's a beautiful time. It's a new, fresh moment, as is every moment if you read my newsletter. And take this time to co-create the life of your dreams. Take the time, maybe you want to create a board, a vision board. Maybe you're very visual. You want to add to those words, so you can put words in your vision board. Beautiful ways that we get to use the energies. These divine energies are there to serve us. So thank you so much for coming. I look forward to seeing you in January or whenever it's for your highest good. Sending you blessings, and the wind is coming in and picking up, and it's just bringing you everything that you could ever imagine and more. Be open to receive. Blessings. Bye.